Are you ready for it?
Whoop, whoop. Here I come.
Oh.
Here I come.
Episode 8, Leather and Lumber Podcast, presented by Lynx Baseball. Lynx Baseball, sponsored by Marucci, the official game bat of Major League Baseball. Marucci, honor the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, great episode for you guys today. Have our 2028 Marucci Scout Team coaches on, Jalen, Colton, Noah Borentrager. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Noah, what's up, man? You're on mute.
Yes, sir. No, another day.
There we go. How's the kid doing?
Good. Just ate, so he's sleeping now, so we're good.
Nice. Look at you. All right, boys. Let's jump into it. We are going to talk 2028 Marucci Scout Team. With all of our groups, this group has been, one of the more consistent groups that we've had in the organization. Starting out as the Dodger Scout Team, we got these guys when they were in 8th grade. Noah and Jalen have been at the helm the whole time, taking these guys through, some ups, some downs, some trials, some successes. The leaders of this team for sure. Jalen, why don't you get into your background a little bit and how you joined the organization?
A little bit about how I joined the organization. Dennis Delgado, kind of one of my best friends. We were coaching one day at Millbrook, and then one weekend he just kind of texted me and asked me if I wanted to help him coach in a game in Virginia, and I was just like, sure. So I get in the car with him. We ride up to Virginia, and we were coaching I want to say the 24 Scout team at the moment. And from then on, I just kind of became friends with John. We chopped it up a little bit. The parents invited me back, so I was willing to come back, and I've been here since. And then I kind of met Noah through Millbrook as well, and that is when he asked if I wanted to kind of coach the 28th team, and then we just kind of joined together, and it's been at the helm since.
What's your background in baseball?
Oh man, I've been playing baseball since I was 4 years old. I kind of like everybody else. I grew up playing baseball in the state of Georgia. I played baseball at Callaway High School, 4-year player, and then I graduated, went to the University of West Georgia, played a little ball there, and then once I graduated from the University of West Georgia, I picked up coaching full time, and I've been coaching ever since I've graduated.
Nice. Noah, what about you?
Well, yeah, I got into this org by actually a private lesson. That's how I started coaching, was in the private sector. So one of those coaches or the clients asked me to coach, and I met John, and we had a good conversation. I've been with the organization ever since. So and I coached the Carrier Academy at that time, and now I went over to Millbrook with Dennis, Jalen, and it's just a good fit. And me and Jalen see the game the same way. So it's been awesome to coach with them.
Nice. What about your background in baseball?
Yeah, I went to Ashley High School in Wilmington, North Carolina. Graduated from there. I ended up playing at St. Augustine's here in Raleigh. And then I got invited to go to the Valley League in West Virginia, where I actually got injured, and then kind of just decided that it was best for me to go ahead and hang it up. So, but after that, I immediately got into coaching again in the private sector. And then I was just kind of hungry to build a team culture and be a team coach at that point. So,
yep. Nice. Okay. All right. So we got Jalen and Noah's background. We are going to jump into their team. Like I said, one of our younger teams, they've been together for a while. We've added some pieces here and there. We've cut some pieces here and there. But this team, I think, is really going to start coming into their own. Added some big time players this year. We're going to talk about all of these guys right now. Obviously, for me, former infielder, former pitcher, everything starts up the middle. So we're going to start in the middle for this group with the shortstop, Thomas Paskoric. Jalen, you're an infielder. What do you got on Thomas?
Thomas is electric. It's exciting to watch. He plays the game the right way. He does everything fundamentally sound. But whenever it's time to be flashy, Thomas has the athletic ability to make the great play in the hole. He can do it all. He can hit for average. He can hit for power. Thomas is a complete five-tool player, and it's exciting to have him hold down our infield.
Noah?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, and I can hit him anywhere. I've hit him lead off, 3-hole, 5-hole. He knows how to drive in runs, and he's seeing that success at the varsity level as well. So,
Yeah. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. He hit that that big 2-run homer against Wake Forest the other day in his high school game to give them the lead, which they ended up winning. They ended up sweeping the season series against Wake Forest. I can't remember the last time that happened to Wake Forest, them getting swept in the conference. But big situation, right? And yeah, Wake Forest is a short porch. Everybody knows that. Ball still went over the fence, right? Still gave them the lead. They still won the game, right? I think that, I think he has the opportunity to stick at shortstop, right? My running joke, and everybody knows, is, typically if you're going to play in the middle, your last name ends in Z. But I think this kid really has a shot. My only kind of worry for him is if he gets any taller, is he going to be able to move like a shortstop is really going to be able to move? But at that point, right, move him to third base because he's got the range, he's got the arm. He plays just as good reactionary as he does, having to think and move on his feet. So that move, I don't know if it's coming anytime soon or if it will come at all. But if he gets any taller, that's kind of my only thing with him possibly having to go to a different position and not being able to stick at shortstop. But really, I mean, his actions, they're smooth. His arm strength is good. Being a leader on the field, something he's going to have to learn and grow into, right, as are most of these young players. But Thomas has started every game on varsity at Wakefield this far. Doing a great job. I think he's hitting over 300. So, he's doing it. We're going to stay up the middle, except we're going to go behind the plate with actually Thomas's teammate at Wakefield, Mikey Katz. Noah, tell me about Mikey.
The first thing that sticks out to me is how he manages the game. I mean, he's a true catcher, and I have full faith in him calling a complete game. He knows how to manage that. He's a wall, and he'll definitely shoot the runners out too. So, just an awesome luxury to have back there behind the plate, and then he can obviously swing it as well.
Yeah, huge luxury. Jalen?
I think what stands out about Mikey, not only is he a leader on the field in game, controlling everything, the guy is a wonderful kid. I mean, he makes everyone around him smile. If times are going awry on the field, he's able to shut it down and keep everyone at bay. He's just a wonderful leader, and it's been a pleasure to coach him this past year.
Yeah. What do you guys got on Mikey offensively?
I mean, his approach is very mature. I mean, that would be my biggest thing just in general with Mikey is he's a mature player, and his approach speaks for itself. I mean, he's hitting leadoff right now. So he knows how to get on base, and he knows how to situationally hit as well. So,
yep. Nice.
I can agree there. I mean, it's a testament to his approach that he can bat anywhere in the batting order.
Yep. Who's you guys number 2 catcher going to be?
Daniel Ebling, one of the Ebling twins that we got from last fall. We got to see a little preview of him. Super athletic backstop for sure. So it's exciting to have both of those guys back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Daniel catch at Scout Day. Really impressed. Big time arm strength, it seemed.
Yeah.
Very athletic, tons of arm strength behind there. I didn't remember seeing him hit. But I do know that, his arm strength was big time. His athleticism was big. Really, really think that that's going to give both of those backstops an opportunity to play different positions if we need, right? Because they are so athletic, because, they can do multiple things, must be a great luxury for you too, to have those two behind the plate.
No, 100%. And they're both so athletic, and they're going to play. I mean, their bats, they're going to have to be in the lineup. So it's great that they're that athletic that I can move the pieces around, or we can move the pieces around.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge luxury for you guys. Let's stay up the middle. Let's go to the outfield. Let's go to the center fielder. Let's go to Graham Varag, a player that I think really grew into himself and into his body in the last 8 months. In the infield, it's okay. It's athletic, but I think that his athleticism kind of gets wasted in the infield. He's such a good runner with such a strong arm. And I think the outfield kind of gives him an opportunity not to worry about the extracurriculars that come with being a shortstop or a third baseman. It allows him just to go be an athlete, which is what he is in center field. Jalen, what do you got on Graham?
I think what you just said kind of proved itself later on in our season, last fall and last summer. Graham kind of came into his own, and I remember him hitting a home run, and he just kind of ran into one. And I told him that, hey, this is what happens when you can just sit here and focus on hitting. You're able to, I guess, unlock your best potential here.
Noah?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, super athletic, arm is very strong. So I feel comfortable with him almost anywhere. But I think that the athleticism definitely stands out in the outfield way more.
Yeah. I mean, what's he, 6'3" now?
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid. I mean, he's playing third base for Cardinal Gibbons varsity right now. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just don't honestly, and no knock against those Gibbons coaches. I just don't see him at an infield position, later in his career. I think it's a waste of his athleticism. And I think that, you get outfielders that are that tall that run like that with that kind of arm strength, right? You're talking about big time prospects at the next level, something that the guys in the state of North Carolina at UNC and Duke and Wake Forest and NC State, even ECU, they like those type of players, right? Especially when all you have to worry about being in the outfield, being that athletic, is going up there and hitting the ball, right? I think that's going to be a big opportunity for Graham. Let's stay in the outfield. Ryan McMahon, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, I love this kid. He's the leadoff for us for the majority of the time. I mean, biggest thing for me is his health, and when he's in the lineup, it's a whole different lineup for us. I think he kind of sets the tone, sets the table for the rest of the lineup. Very athletic. He can track the ball down, and he can play center field just as much as Graham can as well. So I love watching him track the ball in the outfield, and he's grown into that too. I mean, he was an infielder in middle school and growing up his whole life. So the progression in the outfield for me is big time.
Jalen?
Just to kind of piggyback off of what Noah said, the versatility that Ryan has. He's an infielder. He can pitch a little bit, but he stands out in the outfield with his athletic ability. And at the plate, he's just as good of a leadoff hitter as anybody I've ever seen. He's able to put the ball in play, move runners over if we have guys on. It's a complete hitter when it comes to Ryan.
Yeah, he's definitely your table setter. The offense is far different when he's in the lineup doing his thing. I know he's been, bitten by the injury bug a couple times, and he has a tough time staying healthy. But when he's in the lineup, man, he's got it. He's the spark plug. He's ready to go. And I think, it just seems like every time that I watch you guys play, he is always on base to start the game. And, what a luxury that is, right? To have Ryan leading off and then Mikey and Thomas come up behind him. Typically after 3 hitters, you guys are up 1-0, right? You haven't even gotten to the power part of your lineup. We're going to stay in the outfield. Brian Ebling, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, I like him on the field, but I think he really excels on the mound. I'm sure we'll get there soon, but I just saw him come shut it down. I think he's good in the outfield. He's good in the infield. Very versatile. So again, another kind of chess piece we can move around. We have a plethora of athleticism, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is one of the guys that I'm looking forward to seeing on the mound this year as well. He is electric. His stuff is good. He knows how to control the game. He's just a kid that is, I think, mature beyond his age, and it's going to be interesting to watch him grow over the next couple of years.
Yep. Super athletic, right? That's his tool.
Oh,
that's
yes.
his thing, his athleticism.
Yep.
Yeah. That's those two twins, big pickups for us. I mean, those guys it's something big for this team, right? That's going to add a little different dynamic, a little different layer, especially as they continue to grow and we continue to grow and we keep adding pieces to this team. Really looking forward to seeing what those two can bring. Let's roll to the infield. We already obviously talked about our shortstop. Let's go to our third baseman, Troy Haynes. Jalen, what do you got?
Troy's a superstar. He stands out. He's a starting freshman on his high school baseball team at Green Hope, and him joining us last year was big. I think he gave us a huge boost on the mound. Him being a lefty bat in our lineup, the middle of the order was huge for us. Like you said, we have guys at the top of the lineup like Ryan, Mikey, and Thomas, and then you have Troy. If we have bases loaded in the first inning, then that's a guaranteed 2 runs for us, sometimes 3. It's a blessing to have these guys.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, another super athletic guy can play third, can play first, can pitch. And I mean, that dude, I haven't seen him not shove yet. So electric on the mound. And another, like Jalen said, the lefty bat was big for us. I think we were pretty righty heavy. So having that pop in the middle of the lineup on the left side is going to be huge. And it's going to be fun to coach.
Interesting question for you guys, and I'd love to get your opinions, both of you. Long-term projection for Troy. Is he an infielder or is he a pitcher?
I don't know if his bat progresses. I think an infielder. I mean, he has a sweet lefty swing, so if that continues to progress, but I mean, like I said, he's just absolutely electric on the mound.
Jay?
That's a tough question to answer right now. I like Noah said, I think it depends on how his bat progresses. If his bat continues to progress that on the trajectory that it's on, then it's going to be tough to not let him hit. And I mean, the kid, he's special. He's special.
Does he stay at third base?
Again, does he hit enough? I mean, that'll be my thing. I think his hands are good enough to play first base too. So I think that adds a little versatility, a couple
Jalen?
options for him.
I'm going to say yes.
Stays
I
at
think
third
he
base.
has what it takes. I think he has the arm strength, the range, the reaction time. I think he has everything that it takes to play third base.
Okay, I like that. All right, let's roll over to the other side of the infield. Noah, who's you guys' second baseman this year?
Well, again, with all the athletic abilities, I mean, we'll see who kind of is hitting at that point. I think we have a lot of options there at second base. We're looking at a Griffin Doxey who can also catch for us, play second, play the outfield. That dude's just a baller. Nothing really, you look at him, nothing really stands out, but he knows how to play the game. His IQ is extremely high. So I would say that one. Brian's an option. Even Daniel as well. I think they're both athletic enough. I mean, again, we're just blessed with the athletic abilities to, again, it's just, for me, a second base for us is going to be who's hitting.
Gotcha. What do you guys got on Sam?
Yeah, I mean, and that dude is a hitter. I mean, that's just the same thing. I mean, he just knows how to hit the ball and he knows how to get on base. His approach is one of the best on the team, honestly. Like, he does not know how to get out. He's either walking or he's finding a barrel.
Yeah. When I saw Sam Deloria hit last year, I was in talks with his dad a little bit, and he ended up coming to Raleigh for a workout, and I just watched him. And Rob showed up. Rob Katz showed up at the facility, and just the boys are all hitting, and I'm trying to watch him, trying to get a feel for it, and it just seemed like every time he swung the bat, it hit the barrel, like every time, and it was loud. He's not that big. He's not that imposing of a player. Right? He doesn't really do anything well other than every time he swings the bat, the ball comes off it like hot on the barrel. Right? Like, he's not an exceptional runner. He's not an exceptional fielder, but he has exceptional bat to ball skills. And, I think that's a big thing for you guys, moving forward is you guys have guys 1 to 9 that have great bat to ball skills. And that's ultra luxurious for you guys as coaches to be able to roll anybody out there in any different position in the lineup and score a ton of runs. I think the biggest question mark for your team is at first base. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I haven't seen much of Landon Johnson, but I am excited to see him. I haven't even seen him field a ball. I saw him at the scout day, and that was it. So I'm excited to see him on the mound as well. But I do agree, first base is that kind of question mark.
Yeah.
I think
Kanan also, right? Kanan being left-handed, right? Have an opportunity to play, not just be a pitcher. Maybe, right? I mean, he's kind of growing into it. I think he had a homer the other day for Heritage.
I know. He was 4 or 6 off of us.
He was 4 for 6 for us during our series against Heritage this year. I think first base can be plugged by a lot of guys. We've got guys like Troy. If Mikey's not catching, he's a guy that we can stick over there and still be productive. Like you said, we have Kanan, and then the new guy, Landon Johnson. I'm excited to see him as well.
Yep.
So I think it's a hole, but at the same time, it's something that can be plugged real easily for us.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of guys fill a lot of different positions for you guys. Obviously, it's tough to take Thomas off a shortstop with how well he's playing. The two catchers are catchers, but both of them can play multiple positions, which makes it nice. They're super athletic, right? You got two big guys in Troy and Landon that can go over to first base. Kanan's kind of growing into it, right? The lefty being able to slide over there. So we're going to add probably one or two more pieces to your lineup. Where honestly, we're going to go down to the Dominican Republic and grab two kids, add them to your lineup, give you a little more depth. My only worry is with your lineup situated the way it is the depth, right? If somebody gets hurt, like what do we have going on? Where are we going to put guys? So we're going to go get a couple more guys from the Dominican Prospect League. We may go to one of the academies, right, and see what we can't find. See if one of them wants to come up for a summer. Our guy Gary Mendoza out in the Southwest, working hard for us too. Try to get us another body, another guy that can play multiple positions and fill holes. And that's really what we're looking for with this group. Let's get into the pitching staff. I know you guys have touched on Troy a little bit and the electric stuff that he possesses. You guys have touched on Brian a little bit and the stuff that he possesses. What'd you guys see from Landon at Scout Day?
I saw a big body with a lot of velo and I think he's young and he needs to figure out a couple things on the mound as far as a pitching ability. But
Yep.
He can throw it. He can throw it. So a lot to work with there.
Yep. Jalen?
Oh, 100%. Like you said, big frame. Just being able to command the strike zone is something that he's going to have to grow into. And with Noah being the pitching specialist that he is, I'm pretty sure that this summer and this fall that we're going to see some strides from him.
Yeah, kind of figure that out. Talk to me a little bit about Kanan, right? Being your ace that's coming back.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's the lefty, the crafty lefty, and he's starting to get a little velo behind it too. So he's been shoving all spring for Heritage. I think he just got called up to varsity with how well he's doing. I mean, he knows how to command the strike zone, has command of 4 pitches, and he knows how to pitch. And his lefty pickoff move is one of the best I've seen as a coach.
Yeah,
I love Kanan.
He's a pitcher, man.
Yes,
like he pitches.
Yeah.
He pitches, and like you said, he had 4 knocks against you guys on the JV cycle, right? But I mean, like his bread and butter has got to be on the bump.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's talk about one of the POs. Let's talk about Knox Carmichael.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really get to see him too much coming off an arm injury. He actually played the field for us a little bit in the fall. But, I mean, from what I have seen, he's starting to ramp it up, and he's pitching well for Pro 5 right now. I know that. But he's another guy that's just he owns the mound. Like when he gets on the mound, that's him. And he's going to tell you when he gives you a sword, and he'll shove it. So I'm excited to see him on the mound and actually bring that fire energy to the game, because I've seen it at practice and I've seen it at Scout Day. I've seen it every time I see him. It's fiery. So
Yep. A lot of pizzazz to it. Jalen, what do you got?
Like Noah said, he's coming off of an arm injury, and we've yet to really see him. But it's the energy that he gives off every time you see him. He's fired up. He's ready to go, and that's just something that I think we needed for our team. And he's a great guy. He's that guy.
Yeah. Did we get Barron?
We did.
Yeah.
What do you guys got on him?
I mean, that's a big boy coming at you for sure. For sure. I mean, he pitched against us actually when we faced Broughton, and he threw I think six innings against us and shut us down pretty well. So I'm excited to see that. I mean, I think he has a lot left in the tank. I think he's already taken 86, 88, something like that. If he can get a better command of that slider, it's good. But if he can start landing it for a strike, I think he can really take his game to the next level. Because I mean, 6'7", whatever he is that what he is? 6'7"? Yeah,
he's somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
Yeah,
I like his presence.
Yeah,
I like this presence on the mound. Like no nonsense, straight face. right? Here it is, hit it,
Yep.
right? And it's
Yep.
all 86, 88. So, I mean, like, how did he do against you guys? You said 6 innings.
Yeah, like 9 strikeouts and 1 or 2 runs.
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's really good. Let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Let's get to y'all's schedule. Honestly, I think that this will be your first real year down in West Palm. Noah, I know Jalen that you've seen it a few times, right? You've seen West Palm Beach a few times.
Yeah.
Jalen, with the 2014 when you were coaching with Dennis, what was your feeling about the competition level that you guys saw in West Palm?
It's elevated, if I must say. I think that was the first time where we could just look our guys in the face and be like, hey, you just got outduded by a guy who's committed to a Power 4 school. Like, most of the times when we go, we compete, and in that game down there, this guy, he just shoved, and you had
That's
to
the
tip
Florida
the cap.
commit?
Yes, it was for the Osteen years, if I remember.
Yeah.
But like I said, the competition is just elevated. I do think it made us play at an elevated level. But it was the atmosphere down there is just different when you go to a bigger tournament like that. It's different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing, I get asked all the time, like, why do you go to these events? And I think that event, for me personally, is the best event we go to in the country. The toughest talent, the best fields. I mean, the games there are always good games. You see dudes left and right. These teams that we play against are top 50 teams in the country, and it's every single game. I know at the youth age group, Noah, which you saw last year, right? The youth was just okay, right? It was just okay. But as you get into these high school groups, you see these bigger teams, better teams. It's a lot of Florida teams. Florida baseball typically is some of the better baseball in the country. And the kids throw hard. They hit it hard. They run fast, right? And it's a good challenge for our guys coming off of, a high school schedule where that some of the boys play JV, some of them play varsity. You don't know what you're getting. Then you jump in 2 feet down there in West Palm, and it'll smack you in the mouth real quick. And that typically is what happens to some of our guys, is they really feel that, or they see that they're not quite as good as they think they are. And for me, if you can play well in that tournament, typically the rest of your schedule isn't as difficult as far as competition goes. We will make our annual trip to Rocco's Tacos. No, I know you haven't been there yet. Jalen, what's up?
The margaritas. The margaritas.
Yes, we will get into some margaritas, and then we're going to do our team event at my place, Copacabana, out there near Roger Dean Stadium. Eat some Cuban food, hang out. But West Palm is always a big deal for us. After that, I think you guys are going to Richmond for a pretty powerful regional event, a PBR event. Then you guys will head down to Atlanta to play in the PBR National Championship. You'll go to the BCS, the Metal Bat event in Florida. And then we'll finish it up with either WWBA or the Marucci World Series. We'll make that decision probably in the next month about that with the competition that's going to be at the Marucci World Series. We're going to kind of wait and see who's going to be there, because they are the same weeks. So, we have to kind of wait and see who's going to be there. We're obviously going to put the team in the best position to succeed. Anything particular stand out about the schedule for you two, Noah?
No, not really. I'm excited. I love all the places we're going. I'm kind of excited. We're not going to Atlanta more than once. So I love to go down to Florida. So I'm excited.
Jay?
I enjoy going to Atlanta. I'm a little disappointed. I think it's just because I'm from there, but I'm a little disappointed we're only going once. But I have been talking to Noah, and we kind of are excited. And if we had anything to do with it, we would love to go down to the Marucci World Series and participate in that. Baton Rouge, yeah, get to see LSU. That'd be a good time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the one I think I'm most excited for, right? And this coming from the mayor of Palm Beach, I am most excited to go down to Baton Rouge. I hear that place is electric. The atmosphere, the people, I heard that place is just awesome. So I'm really excited to go down there. I know Marucci's got some big things cooked up. The 27s and 26s are definitely going for sure. And I think the 29s are definitely going to go. So we're going to have 3 teams down there. Try to get all 4 of them down, at one point or another. Definitely in the time that we have the 28s, they will be down there at some point. So you guys will get to go eventually. Just some random stuff I wanted to shoot the shit with you guys about. I sent that text message out yesterday or 2 days ago. We're gonna have coaches wear some baseball pants and some pullovers. What are your thoughts on that? Be honest. Don't hold back, Jalen.
In the summertime, I hate it, but I'm not mad at the look. I think the look will be pretty good. It'll look really uniform. It'll make us stand out, and it'll be something where, if someone walks in the ballpark, they're going to automatically look and be like, who are those guys? Whether they think it's in a negative way or a positive way. So it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. It's just going to be hot.
No.
Yeah, that was my first thought, hot, but I do agree with the look as a whole and as an org. So,
Jalen, do you wear sleeves when it's hot?
It's different when it's sleeves on the arms. I wear hoodies during the
same
summertime,
thing, but it's for your legs.
But my legs give off more heat than my arms. It's something about my anatomy. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. You got a point. I do wear sleeves in the summertime, but not.
Yeah,
pants.
you do. Yeah, you do. You wear shorts though.
Yeah, I do.
But hey, this
shorts.
is not going to be like an every game thing. Like we're going to be able to, my plan is kind of the big venues, right. So if we're at, if we're at Ballpark of the Palm Beaches, right, that's going to be the venue where coaches are in pants, right, matching the team, right. Teams wearing white pants, coaches wearing white pants. Teams wearing pinstripes, coaches wearing pinstripes, right. If we're at, PBR at Lake Point, Lake Point's the main venue. When our 3 games are at Lake Point, we'll wear pants at those 3 games. The other 2 games we'll wear shorts. Obviously, WWBA, you get 1 game at East Cobb. That's the only game you're really required to wear pants. If it's at Brooks Run or one of those other really nice fields, I may say, all right, boys, like we're going to wear pants there. But if we're at the high schools and all that kind of fun stuff, you're in shorts, right? We're going to make sure that it's all uniform, right, this year. I think that we have to start really standing out, right? We don't have the backing of the Dodgers anymore, right? They pulled all the backings from all the teams except for like 2, right? And both the people that run those teams work for their front office, right? So the rest of the teams, they got pulled. So now, we're going to really have to do our best to stand out, 100%. And I think that is a way for us to stand out, uniform, right? And I think that, something that you guys do a nice job of is keeping the group tight, keeping them together. Is there any specific thing that you guys are really looking forward to seeing when we start, whether it's a venue, whether it's a player, whether it's, the group in general? I know that, this group is kind of been together for a while and you've had them for a little bit, but anything kind of stand out to you moving forward as to, some stuff that gets you guys excited for the summer?
I mean, I think this is the most complete team that this has been in my time with the team. Like the talent wise, the pieces that we can move around, the pitching depth. Like I do agree, a couple injuries we might be down bad, but I mean, just the talent is plethora, top to bottom.
Yeah, Jalen.
I think I'm just more excited to see the guys coming off of their first high school season. They've now had a taste of, I call it big boy baseball, and I think they're going to respond to it really well, and they already gel. So it's going to be a very fun time this summer and this fall to see them go out and put on a show.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the org has to go get you guys a few more pieces, right? The roster is a little light. We're going to have to go get you guys a few more pieces. And, we're working with the guys at the DPL to make that happen and the guys at the academies in the Dominican. But, we're also looking for, a couple other players around here, not necessarily in North Carolina, but stateside, right? We're going to talk with Gary and our guys in Texas to see what they have for us. And, trying to, to round out that team so that you guys, if you do have an injury, you don't lose anything, right? Your depth is still there. That's a big deal for us. Real quick before I let you go, Noah, I know you've got your kid and you got daddy duty to be on. Jalen's going to stay on with me, and we're going to talk some of his previous players. But talk to Wildcats for a minute. Both you guys, coach the Millbrook JV team. How the boys doing?
We're off to a better start. I mean, we're 10-4 now after our win yesterday against Middle Creek. So, there's a lot of talent, and I know a lot of those guys are on our Southeast team as well. So I'm excited to see them grow and continue to progress. I mean, that freshman class we had 22 guys in that freshman class. So seeing them now sophomores, they have a special place for me as a coach. They've taught me a lot. So, they're just all good guys, and they've gelled well. I think there's a lot of talent within that group, and then the varsity wise, they're fun to watch. The pitching staff, and I know we're familiar with a couple of them with Connor Wright, and he's just, the splitter is one of the best. He's fun to watch on the mound. So, and then obviously Jack Strom leading the offense, the ECU commit. So. It's a good program, all top down, talent wise. It's fun to be around.
Yeah. Jalen?
I think I hate to keep piggybacking off of Noah, but he's kind of hitting the nail on the head. We have an extremely talented roster from the senior class all the way down to the freshman class. We have a lot of guys that are going to have to step into some big shoes next year. And Noah and I, we're trying to do our best just to prepare them for some varsity action. I think one of the biggest things that is standing out to me this year is the performance of Connor Wright. Connor has been putting on a show this year. He has been a staple for this team, and he has carried them through trial and tribulation.
Yep. Yeah, Buckshot is man, he's turned himself into some sort of a player, man. He is doing it, right? Offensively, defensively, on the bump. I mean, that splitter, I will take this to the grave. That is the best high school pitch I think I've ever seen, as far as breaking ball goes. I'm not for the guys that throw 95, but as far as an off speed, a breaking ball pitch, that is the highest graded breaking ball that I've ever seen in high school.
Yeah, his slider has taken a big leap too in this last year from what I've seen, and he can actually throw that for a strike now. And that he's 86, right? So he has to be kind of creative with that. Yep. So. Yep. His success speaks to how he can pitch.
Yep. I totally agree. All right, Noah, I hear the baby crying. I will let you go.
Yes, sir.
Jay, hang with me. Noah, we appreciate you being on here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Yes, sir.
See you, bud.
Later.
Jay, let's do some alumni, guys that you have coached in the past. Let's go with Eloy Suarez at Central Alabama Community College.
Oh, man.
Eloy, dude, 29 games, hitting 348, 15 RBIs, 14 runs, 3 bags. For us, he was a catcher. At Central Alabama, he's playing first base. What do you got on our guy?
Man, just from hearing the stats, it sounds like he's doing exactly what I expected him to do. He was a big bat for us in that lineup, heart of the order guy. And anytime we had guys on and Eli's up to bat, it was almost a guarantee that we were putting runs on the board. Clutch batter. And I think one of the funniest things about Eloy is I was coaching third base one time. He's running from first base. Eloy did not have the best of speed. And there was a ball hit to the right center field gap, a little more shallow than I thought it was. And I'm sending Eloy 100%, and he gets thrown out by at least 40 feet. He goes into the dugout, and he looks at me. He goes, "Coach, I need an oxygen tank." Oh, Eloy. But that's
good team guy, right? Like, he was a good team guy.
Yes, he was a good guy. Like, never had an attitude. He understood that baseball was going to be baseball. It was a game that would humble you. But he worked. He worked his ass off.
Yep, he sure did. Let's go to another one of our guys, and this was really surprising. Carson Beavers committed to University of Washington originally. The staff left. He then, opened up his recruitment, ended up Wichita State, I believe, for the fall, and then now is at Iowa Western community. You know, what do you got on Carson?
He was a stud athlete, lefty bat, and I mean he had plus pop, but he was also able to just spray the ball around the field. He was a guy that we used in the leadoff spot.
Yep.
Um, and it's just surprising to hear him bouncing around. Hopefully he finds a home and gets the opportunity to just shine and display the talents that I know he has.
Yeah. Yeah. Not getting a lot of run right now. Only played in one game. You know, he's got 2 plate appearances, 2 ABs, no walks, a couple punchies. I think, you know, as good of an athlete and as good of a player as Carson was for us, you know, I think that he is kind of the prototypical guy that you look at and be like, dude, college baseball is hard. It is hard and it is cutthroat because he was a big time recruit going into Wichita State. Like they sunk a lot of money into him and he was only there for a fall.
100%.
Right.
100%. I remember him being recruited by the University of Nebraska. The guy flew like a direct flight from Atlanta just to come watch him play. So, I mean, it's surprising that he hasn't just planted his seed anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Next guy I want to talk about. I think he only played in one event with us, but you know, he was a PG All-American. He got invited to the PG National Showcase. And that's John Mitchell, committed to the Air Force Academy. He's at Air Force right now. You know, kind of doing his thing. He's got 15 innings. You know, 7.8 ERA, and that's a lot, but he's also a freshman. He's also playing in a good conference at a really good school, and they play some dudes. He's played against Florida. He's played against TCU. He's played against Cal Baptist. Had a start, it looks like, at Navy. So, I mean, he's been doing his thing. I mean, he's, you know, in a team that expects to win. Obviously, Paul Skeens, right, went to Air Force. So, you know, they expect to do some big things, you know, but John had an electric fastball from what I could remember. He just, you know, only showed up to a couple of events or that one event really because of all the other extracurricular stuff he had, PG National, the draft stuff that he was going through. You know, what'd you have on John in your short time with him?
Like you said, electric fastball. It was the first time I just in person saw a kid with his frame be able to just chuck it. I mean, I think he said 93, 94, and it was just it was my first time ever playing catch with a kid that could throw that hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had a short run with him. I think the last game for us, he kind of things went rocky for him, and then he just kind of left on a sour note. Not
He
really a
had the O
sour note.
Stingers, didn't he? He had the O Stingers game.
He did. That's what it was, and I think
Yeah.
we were in the game, and then things just didn't go our way, and that was the last I heard from him. But like you said, I'm glad to see him doing well, man. The numbers may not say what they want him to say at the moment, but he's young.
I
He's
mean,
got a
he's
great
pitched against
program.
3 top 25 teams.
100%.
Like
Like
he pitches against the big boys.
right, and he deserves it. I
Yeah,
mean, he's a kid that's got the stuff to do it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, Real quick, any other players that come to mind? Guys that you've
Um,
coached in your time here. I know you've been around. You coached the 25s a little bit with Dennis. You coached the 24s with Dennis. You've been on the 28 squad now for a little while. Anybody else that kind of rings a bell, comes to
um,
mind?
my boy Kyle. I just sometimes I think about him from time to time. I hope he's doing well. I haven't really reached out to him, but I'll get his number from Dennis, and then I'll
Yeah.
probably reach out to him and have lunch with him when he's home in town.
Yeah.
Um, Kyle's
Shout
one
out
of my
Kyle
boys.
Brazo. That's our guy, man.
Kind of home cooking here, but Jack Strom and Connor Wright, those two are my guys. I enjoy watching them every day at practice, and I really do look forward to watching them further their baseball career in college.
I think Strom's gonna be draft pick. I don't think he's gonna see college.
You don't think so?
Uh-uh. Nope.
Hey, I hope so. I talk to him about it from time to time. He's just I think what I like about Jack is he just goes with it. All he wants to do is play ball, and I love that
Yeah.
for him.
It's the hit tool, man. And he's
Oh,
got some serious
100%.
pop, and it's left-handed, and he can absolutely go get it. And you guys have him playing left. That kid's going to play center field everywhere he goes.
Yeah, 100%. He tracks the
Right?
ball. I mean, he tracks the ball down. Like
His
nobody.
first step is unbelievable. And the thing is it's not crazy straight line speed, but it's like the ball gets hit in the gap, and you look up, and you're like, oh, and then like literally Strom is standing there, and you're like, oh. Like it's closing speed. Like he will run it down.
100%. I've seen Strom chase down some balls that I really felt like had no business being caught.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And we already gave Buckshot his shout out, but man, that kid's having a hell of a senior campaign.
Oh,
A hell of
100%.
a senior campaign. And you know who else? Speaking of Millbrook guys, Liam Clay.
Liam has
Man,
stepped up and been a big guy for us
bro,
this year.
who peed in his Wheaties? What got
Hey,
into him?
I don't know.
He's hitting well over 500, playing second base. I mean, locking it down. I think he should play shortstop, but that's my own personal opinion. What do I know? But, I mean, that cat is doing it at the dish.
100%.
Last year, I don't think he hit his weight, and he hit 500 right now, and you're what? Midway? A quarter?
Midway through.
Midway through?
Midway through.
5 bills? That's not bad. That's not bad. Shout out Liam Clay.
Yes, sir.
I wish that an Ivy League would take a shot at him. I
They
wish
don't know what they're
Brown or
missing out on.
Dartmouth or Princeton or one of those schools would just sack up and say, you know what, we're going to give this kid a shot, because he can do it. He can literally play all 3 infield positions. He could probably play in the outfield if you want him to. He's a smart baseball player. He hits enough. He works hard. Like I wish an Ivy would give him a shot. I might call Manny and be like, hey man, like let's make some phone calls. Let's see who's poking around. He deserves it.
He does. He's a good kid. He works hard, like you said. And I mean, man, he loves baseball.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And he works his ass at it too, man. Like he puts in work.
And I've seen him for 4 years now. It started when he came into Millbrook, his 8th grade summer. He was one of the hardest working kids there as an incoming freshman.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're right. Real quick, I'm going to shout out Danny Giannetti, one of our Northeast guys from last year, committed to Bergen Community College up there in Bergen County. I think it's New Jersey. I think that's where Bergen is. But Danny, good player, a little undersized, but doing his thing, got his college locked down. Danny, congratulations, man. We're proud of you. We're happy for you. Great job. Continued success. Jay, quick plug for our sponsors, right? Marucci, Chinook Sunflower Seeds, Go Route. How do you guys have the Go Route at the JV level, or is it just the varsity guys?
It's just the varsity guys.
You guys are going to get some this year, though.
Oh,
That 2018 is going to have some. We're going to get some for you guys. You got to be able to use it. Right. Some pitch calling stuff, some offensive stuff. It'll be good. No more missing signs.
Thank you. Because if there's one pet peeve I have, it's missing signs. Missing signs in critical situations cost you ball games.
Preach, brother. That's it. You're right. I hate it, man. We missed 100 signs last summer. I mean, I think we were like 16-5 or 17-5 or something like that. Like we'd have won an extra 2 or 3 games if we'd get signs. Easy.
100%.
Easy. So shout out to our sponsors, right? Chinook. Shout out to Go Route. Shout out Marucci. We picked up a new sponsor, actually, Full Count Customs. We'll be putting that stuff out. Twitter, Instagram, website, right? Everybody go check a look. Full Count Customs, our store. Get some tumblers on there. We got some stickers, some window decals, things like that. Pretty cool stuff. Some ancillary stuff for the boys. Represent Lynx baseball with some pride, right? Put a car sticker on there. Give us a shout out to everybody as you're driving down 540. All right, Jay, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you being on here. Everybody, listen, subscribe. Noah, we appreciate it, man. I know you had daddy duty, but Jalen, man, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.
You got it.
All right, have a good one.
You too, bud.
Bye.
All right, everyone. That was our 2028 Marucci group. Man, they're going to be a good squad this year. We're going to go and continue to work and get them a few extra pieces, but really excited. Listen, subscribe. We will see everybody next time.